advancing in God's presence actually came to me while I was praying. And it was really based and came alive through Exodus 33, verse 13 to 15, where Moses says to God, if I have found favor in your sight, then I pray that you will go with me as I go from here. And God said to Moses, Moses, my presence will go with you. And that would seem enough to hear God say, his presence will go with us. And that would be encouraging. But Moses said, unless your presence goes with me, I'm not going from here. What made Moses respond in that way? Well, if you go back to chapter 32, you will see that Moses knew what it was to be in God's presence for 40 days and 40 nights. And to be able to have liberty to even speak back to God and say, God, you can't destroy these people because they're your people. And your enemies will speak bad of you. And God relented. And God said, okay, for your sake, I'll spare these people. And Moses knew what it was to be in the presence of God and be free from fear and to just be there and have love and joy and peace and confidence. And he comes down, he comes outside the presence of God and finds the children of Israel worshiping an idol. And somehow Moses got distracted, forgot the presence that he had been in for 40 days and 40 nights. And the very precious and sacred things, the tablets that were written on by the very hand of God, he took them and smashed them. I don't know about you, but to have God write with his own finger and give you something, and to be in God's presence for such a long time and enjoy his presence, and then go and be dictated by your flesh to destroy the very things that God has given you. I'm sure that would be challenging. And that's what God has been challenging me about. We have been sitting in his presence. We have been enjoying his presence, but we still go out from his presence and end up breaking the things that he's given to us. But 2009 will be a year where we will live continually and move and advance in his presence so that we will know what Jesus said as an experience. I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's why I'm so excited to know that God's released this truth to us, that we don't just have to be in his presence, but we can advance in his presence. And we are determined in Worldwide Mission Fellowship, and we're saying to God, unless your presence goes with us, we're not going.